This conference will now be recorded.
Hello everyone, Rahul here. Let's give one more minutes to join others and then we can get started. Okay, I think I can see everyone is there except few candidates. So we can get started. Let me share my screen. Okay, so last 3-4 days, like we started discussing product fields and we committed to discuss like each and every fields from product object, and then we will start discussing fields from product option object because those are very important before we start discussing all of the things, right? So in last 2-3 sessions we were discussing on these all these concepts, and I hope like everyone is practicing these things on your machine. So we discussed this asset thing last lecture, and then quantity scale, log description. Then we discussed configuration type and configuration event. So I will be coming back to that slide, configuration type and event. So we discussed like couple of scenario. We discussed 3 screen, like how those screens will be changed based on your configuration type and event, right? So that is the first allowed edit, allowed add, disabled any, allowed add, all these the combinations we discussed. This is what I remember from last lecture, and we'll continue next today's session with discussing few other fields except pricing and some of the other fields which we cannot discuss in today's session because those will be covered as part of pricing session. But let's discuss few other fields from product object which sorry. Okay, let me open quote as well. We need that for testing purpose. Okay, so we discussed configuration type, configuration event, and lock disable reconfiguration. So the next field here is option layout. So option means product option, right? So whenever you go to any code screen, how we want to change your layout there, right? So you can test this functionality. This is assignment for you, but this is just I will explain like how that will change the layout. So whenever every time just keep in mind when the field name start with option layout or option selection method, keep in mind this change will affect on your product configuration screen. That is the screen which we are discussing, this configuration screen, right? So we have 3 screen, code line screen, then configuration screen, and then product selection screen, right? So I am talking about the third screen. So if you go to the code line editor, and if you go to the add products, and we will get first screen. If I selected mechanical bundle, I will get the configuration screen, right? So here we will see the product options. Oh, sorry, mechanical bundle. Did we change anything? Oh, it's added directly. Uh, see, I don't see the screen because I have not saved disabled. Oh my God, that's the issue, right? So this is how you should debug as well. You should know how we are changing the things. And so the option layout is the thing where you will get 3 types of selection. I mean, 3 types of layout. One is sections, one is tabs, and one is wizard. So what it means, section means, let me go back and add a product again. If it is mechanical bundle, So these two fields are very important. Option layout is three types of layouts are there. Option, how you want to display option, that is option layout. Section means you will get this by default. Why it's taking time? Maybe we change the setting. So option layout section means it will display all the options in section. For example, I have mechanical bundle, right? Inside that I have 4 product. Then it will create different section for each and every option inside that bundle. So tabs, it means like it will give you 3-4 tabs inside that. And wizard means whatever we can see right now. Why is taking time? Let me refresh this screen. Still loading. Okay, add products. So if I selected mechanical bundle, it's still adding automatically. We have saved this, right, or not? Not saved, I think. So let me change the configuration type. So if you don't have specified allowed or anything, so it will go and add the products without getting the third screen. That is we discussed in last lecture, right? So if I select mechanical bundle, now I should get the configuration product screen. Yeah, I got it. So this is how your options are being displayed. So inside this mechanical bundle, I have these 3 options right now, right? So how they are being displayed now based on your wizard. Wizard is the by default option selection layout, right? So based on this layout setting, so option layout is wizard or none. That means like it will display options like this. It will display all other options, and it will display all the option inside that with the selection. I mean, you can check, uncheck, you can check and check. So what is uncheck check? This is the click. If it is click, that means option selection method is click. You are getting this click button, and I mean you can click the any product option you can select. If I select here add, what will happen? You will get add button here instead of this. So you will get one add button here. So let me show you as part of one other bundle I created that, and you can take this assignment we already have. So if you go to this, so how it will change if I go to any another bundle, and if I have add as your method, you will get add options button here instead of that. So this is the add button you will get. So once you click on add button, then you will get the product name. So you can select product, you can click on add button. So you will get product inside this particular bundle. Again, you need, if you want to add another option, you need to go with the add option. That is the click and add. This is very simple. I don't think like any confusion. Click and add. Click means you will directly get the selection here. Add means you will get add button, and it will then you can select any product from there. Okay, and option layout means section, tabs, and wizards. So what is this section actually? Wizard means you will get all the options in one screen. Tabs means you will get tabs. I mean, you will see all the options in tab. And selection section means you will get separate sections. So you can test these things, but I will just show you. For example, if I selected 2 bundles, so tabs means what is tab, I will say tell you. So what is this tab, right? So you will get tabs here. So you can see at the left side, you can go click on this arrow. You will get 2 tabs here, right? So first tab is for mechanical bundle, second tab is for quick heal bundle. Similarly, for your options, you will get these tabs. So it's just changing your layout. So I already added this as your assignment to test these things based on your setting, option selection method, and option layout. Your setting will be changing. Any questions on this too?
Yeah, Rahul, which one is recommended one?
Recommended, like it's wizard, or you can set none means wizard, so you can select none as well. So recommended one is like whatever we are doing as part of our daily sessions, right? So it should not be tabs or anything. So whatever you are selecting mechanical bundle, it should display you all the options inside that bundle. So how we are reading this screen, inside this mechanical bundle I have this other option feature, and inside that I have these product options. So it's very easy to click method, and you will get all these options here instead of go here and click on tabs and everything. So the recommended approach is like wizard. You can test this as well. Otherwise we can keep none as well. And this should be click every time. Ad we need, there are special scenario like where we need ad. So I will be discussing that as part of dynamic bundle. So in CPQ we have one more concept, dynamic bundle. So as part of that I will give you one more scenario like why we need ad. But right now because even ad, it's adding more work for sales rep. Why we are giving ad button and then they are going to add products. But sometimes we need ad button as well. That scenario I will be discussing as part of dynamic bundle concept in CPQ. But for now we can consider click as your best approach as of now.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Then this is the configure code pattern. Like here you can mention your code pattern, like you can use any text code pattern here and you can reuse that. This is what is my code for this particular product. So you can use this configuration code pattern. This is text field, so I will not go inside. So this is one more field, customer community availability. So I'm not sure how much you're aware on the community. So in Salesforce, we have 4 types or 3 types of cloud, we can say. First cloud is sales cloud, second cloud is service cloud, third cloud is marketing cloud, and fourth cloud is community cloud. I will not go into detail because this is something we don't need right now, because and even not going to discuss what is community cloud, but these are 4 types of cloud. But let me give 1 minute to explain you how Salesforce works, right? So Salesforce is your platform, and how the Salesforce is divided. So Salesforce is divided. If you take the Salesforce example, salesforce.com, right? So this salesforce.com is divided into different clouds. So we are saying sales cloud, marketing cloud, then service cloud, and I will mention one more here, community cloud. Okay, so what it means, so now if you take this example, I will give you one statement for each, so you will get more understanding. Once you start learning more on Salesforce side, you will get. So sales cloud means how you want to sell your product to end customer. So whatever we are discussing now, CPQ, right? We are creating account, we are creating opportunity, we are creating quote, then order, and then contract, right? So what we are doing, we are selling that product to end customer. That is part of sales account. So sales, obviously we are discussing now this opportunity to contract. This flow we are calling as sales business or sales cloud. If you take the marketing cloud example, what is marketing cloud? How you are marketing or doing campaigning for that particular product so that can be sellable, or how you are doing publicity for that particular product. That is marketing, or how you are doing marketing for that particular product. So there are different campaigning case objects, all other objects in Salesforce Salesforce on salesforce.com, actually not CPQ. CPQ is part of sales cloud. So marketing is something you are doing to publish, do the publicity of your products and all these things. So that is part of, and as part of marketing, you will get multiple. So if you go here, you will see easily like how many apps are there. So these are by default apps you will see there. You can see service app, marketing app, Salesforce Bolt solution, sales app. So sales, marketing, and service, these are the main applications. Those will automatically install once we get the Salesforce license. That is marketing. Service means once they purchase this product from CPQ, how you are providing services to them. Maybe they want to open case with you, tickets with you, how you manage in Salesforce. So we have ticket management functionality, case management functionality. So that is a service cloud. That is out of, I mean, that is separate part, like we can discuss once we done CPQ syllabus, but that is separate part. And community is something different. Community means partner community. So let's take example, if you want to purchase any car, right? For example, you want to purchase Toyota Innova, for example, right? If you are India, what you will do, you will not go to the Toyota and ask like I need this car. What you will do, you will go to like dealer shop, like, and they have their own dealers, right? If you take the example from Pune, right? In Pune, we have Chaugule Industries or Chaugule dealer, who is actually dealing all these things from on behalf of Toyota. Okay, you can take any example. BMW, they have their own dealers in India or US, right? So dealers means they're partners. So we are not actually dealing with the Toyota company. We are dealing with the partners or dealers we have, right? So community is something that. So if you take the example of Toyota, as I mentioned, right? So Toyota is actual company, right? And we have their own dealers. For example, if you take example of Sogule dealer, uh, this is the example I'm giving from Pune. So for example, Sogule dealer, right? So I'm customer, for example, Rahul. Rahul is a customer. So what I will do, Rahul will go to this particular dealer and I will ask for the car. I don't need to go to the Toyota. but Toyota has control on your dealers, all your dealers. Like maybe this is in Pune, Bombay, this is US, Australia, all this. So all dealers, Toyota is giving some controls to them to sell the products on behalf of Toyota. So Toyota will create community for each and every dealer. So community 1 for Saugule, community 2 for Australia, community 3 for this. So what is community? Community means that particular dealer is dealing all the business with Toyota. Toyota is allowing access to them based on community. So this is a separate discussion how community work. That is like we have different developers as well for to develop the community. It's very interesting actually. Even I have not worked much on the community, but I'm just giving example like whatever I know. So this is how communities and partner businesses are being handled, because Toyota don't want to give full control to Chowguli Industries or this dealer. So what they will do, they will create community for that, and on top of Salesforce, in top of Salesforce, they need to log into Salesforce, and then on top of Salesforce, they can log into community as well for their particular community. Similar to your sites, right? So if you want to log in, for example, if you take the example of banks, and bank they have different branches, and they have very limited access for each and every branch. But if you go to the headquarter, you will have more access. Similar to that, Toyota has full access, but dealer they don't have visibility like what is my, they have visibility like what is my price and everything for that particular product, but they don't know like how that particular product built and what is the employees in there in Toyota or anything, right? So similar to that, community is there. Coming back to the my point, like why I'm discussing these many things, that customer community availability. If you want to show this particular product mechanical bundle to partners, right? So you can select none, means you will not display anything to your partner. Only when already owned, means this particular product is created by partners, then it will be displayed. Always means this particular product always being displayed on the partner community, and never means this particular product is private for Toyota. This particular product cannot be sellable through partner community, because there can be some products, I'm just giving example of Innova, but there can be few products which cannot be sellable through partners or dealers. Those products should be set as never. So this particular product will not display on your community. Community is something different things. You can Google it, or it will take like 1 or 2 months to learn. It's not like simple. It's similar to your Salesforce CPQ package. So always means it will always display on that, and only when always already own, means some products Toyota is giving authority like to own these products. So this product's owner, right now I created this, that's an I'm owner for that. But sometimes your partners can own that product and they can sell. So these types of things we can achieve with the help of customer community availability. I'm taking pause if you have any questions. That's the reason I'm always saying from first lecture that each and every field is very important. Don't take this as like very simple, or I mean like focus on this each and every field. If you can take the, no, I will share one of the link in coming days once we're done with these fields. But at least you will have single statement single line of statement for each and every field, like what it does actually. These are the very big fields: configuration type, configuration event, those I already captured in PPT. But there are few more fields. This single statement, for example, customer community. I am explaining these many things, but if you go to Salesforce, Google it, then you will get only this single statement selects how this product should be available in customer community. But if you don't aware on the what is community, at least I tried to explain you, but if you don't aware on that, you will not understand. Because how requirements comes in your company, that if you are a CPQ developer, if someone asks, for example, someone from partner business side, they're asking you to, I'm not able to see this product on community, right? As a CPQ developer, you should have aware on this field. If they are saying this this product is not visible on my community, then what, as a CPQ developer, our first step is to check this product setup. If it is selected never, we can communicate, this is what our company is saying, this product is restricted to partner community, right? So we can explain these things, and this is very important really. Daily I'm facing this issue, not this field actually, but daily we are getting 2-3 tickets from business, like why I'm not able to see this product, why I'm seeing this many, this is price for that particular product. I'm seeing my standard price is $100 on price book level, why I see the $90 for that. But there are different pricing method. We are going to discuss as part of next session, I mean maybe 2-3 days after, where different pricing method, even if you select a list, but there is something there is some other methods which is overriding this $100. There can be multiple things, right? So we will be discussing those, but I'm just giving examples, right? How you get requirement. It's not like just developing the things. It's like something you need to support as well. I mean, not support means not L1, L2 support, but at least L3 level of support and some debugging skill you should have from the product side. Okay. Moving forward to next session, that is pricing session. As I mentioned, I cannot explain anything here because you will not understood what is this list and what is this cost and block and percent of those. So what we need to do, we need to, when we are actually discussing on the pricing session, that is our next topic, that is pricing methods for Salesforce CPQ. We will be discussing all these pricing method, block pricing, percent of total, option pricing, cost plus contact. So at that time, I will be discussing all these pricing section. And this is the very important pricing session, is very important, but we will be coming back to that. So I'm completely skipping this pricing section, and we are not ignoring anything. Otherwise I cannot proceed. This pricing session cannot proceed. You can see block pricing, percent of total, and all these fields are there. So we need to come back and explain all these things. So just bear with me for few sessions and then we'll come back to this pricing session. Coming back to subscription section from product object. Okay, this is again very important. What is the subscription pricing? We discuss on this field, subscription pricing, right? So we have two values here, fixed price and percent of total. If it is selected none, and if we have asset amendment behavior defined here, it is asset based product that we discussed in last session. But something is defined here, something is defined here, fixed price. Fixed price means it should always, it is not asset based product. First thing, I will give 2-3 statement now. Subscription pricing field, if it is none, that means it's asset based product. If we selected fixed price or percent of total, it's not asset based product. First thing. Second statement is, if I selected fixed price, then it will always take price from your price book, whatever you define. That is your fixed price, never will change, right? So this is what you define, that is fixed price. That is first thing. Second pricing, if I selected percent of total, it's one of the pricing method. If you clearly read this statement, percent of total. So what it is, I will be discussing that as part of, there is one pricing method, percent of total, you can see here. As part of that, I will be discussing that, but right now, I will just give you one example, like you will at least high level understand that what is percent of total. What happens if you go to market or anywhere, right? So if you want to purchase car or any other material, right? So what happens, let's say your product one, it is subscription based product. This product two, it's subscription based product. This is, we are charging $100. Okay, this is my fixed price. This is also $100. So I'm saying this is my fixed price. I'm giving the example on the same setup, fixed price. Okay, I have two products with the fixed price pricing method, subscription pricing with the $100 that we'll use. I have third product with $0, but I have selected pricing method as percent of total. I'm just using shortcut percent of total. But I mentioned here 10% because there are multiple things actually. If you select a percent of total, you need to give percent of total percentage here. So if I have given 10% here, okay, I'm saying 10% here, that is your percent of total percentage field. So I'm just giving a name as well. I will be discussing this in as a live example as part of this method, percent of total, but just want to give you the high level idea, like you should understand business. That's my intention. Okay, what will happen if you have these three setup? You added product one, product two, and product three, two products with fixed price, one product with percent of total, and it's saying 10%. And I added both these three products on Codeline editor. What is the price for product three? So percent of total means it will take percentage of your total. So what is the total here? So if you take the total of that on Codeline editor, I'm talking about, right? So if you take the summation, I'm just saying it's $200, I know, but I'm just taking summation. Correct, that's correct, Nutan. So sorry, I just forget about that. So $200 is my total of the quote. It will take 10% of this total amount. So what is the 10% of this 10% of total amount, right? So it will take 10% of your 200 and that will be your price, correct? So it will 20 for example. Okay, so it's taking 10% of your total. So it's similar to, if you take the real time, if I want to give the real time examples to you, insurance company, right? So if you are purchasing car, automatically insurance will be calculated, right? 10% of your total price is your insurance price. So there are some calculations are there, right? If insurance, or if you are giving some other things, right? You commission, for example, if they are selling these two products, they will get 10% commission. So your product 3 will be 10% of your total. So it will have charge based on this percent of total. This is how the concept is, but live example, all these things we will be discussing as part of this pricing method, percent of total. I don't want to go to that route now, otherwise we will be discussing pricing method today. So we'll discuss that later on. That is these are the two fields. Okay, what is the subscription term? I mentioned 12. If I go back, okay, if I go to my mechanical bundle, I'm just giving example on bundle, but you can take any example, right? So let me check any product. Let me open any product, actual product. So let's say CAD basic package. This is what we created, right? So my subscription term is 12. What it means? We defined this product price as, these things will come. We will be discussing deeper level as part of pricing session, but I'm just giving hints to you because you should understood these things, and I will not. I don't need to explain more in pricing session. So, for example, CAD basic package we defined $100, right? So $100 is my fixed price. Now, but $100 for how many months? Correct. For example, your customer is expecting license for 15 months. Then $100 is for 15 months. Who will decide that? Right? So as a CPQ developer, you need to define this $100 is for how many months. So if I define subscription term as 12, means $100 for 12 months. If I define subscription term as 1, it means $100 is for 1 month. So this is month actually. If I define here 15, so $100 is for 15 month. So this is how subscription term should be defined. So subscription term in single statement is number of months you are giving to the standard price. This particular standard price will be applicable for that particular period, 12 months or 13 months or whatever. Okay. Any questions on this, both the fields? These are very important fields, and we need this again, this section as part of pricing section session. Sorry. So we will be again considering these factors while calculating the price on quote, because we have to discuss each and every field form as part of pricing session. So you will understood like how these are the very important factors when we are actually discussing the, it's not going. So
Rahul,
when
I
we
have
are
a
actually
question here.
discussing, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, once this 12 months period is completed, right? So what will the charge applied? Let's say now we define standard price as 100. Once 12 months subscription is completed, so the new charge should be applied, right?
Correct. So how that works, I will be discussing that as part of pricing session, but let me give you example. So $100 is for 12 months, right? $100 is 12 for 12-month price. This is how. For example, you created quote. Okay, you created quote. This is your product setup above one, and you created quote for 15 months, for example. And as we mentioned, this $100 is for 12 months. What about the next 3 months? Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So how it works? So $100 for 12 months, then it will calculate the one particular 1 month's cost, right? So how it will work? Forget about these things. So how it will work? Firstly, it will calculate what is the cost for 1 month based on this calculation. $100 for 12 months. Then what is the cost for 1 month? And it will apply the proration that I will discuss as part of coming session. So it will calculate 1 month price, and then it will apply 12 months 100, and next 3 months it will apply, for example, this is 9 point something we got, for example $9.81 we got for per month price, right? So how it will calculate for 15 months, So 15 months, it will calculate price 100 plus 9.81 for next 3 months. So maybe 30 means this will be 130. I'm just giving you an example, but this is based on your proration. There is one concept in CPQ, proration. So we will be discussing that how it will calculate, but we should define this standard price. Based on that, it will calculate 1 month price, and that will be added as part of whatever this duration you are giving on the quote.
Understood.
Yeah. But there are multiple things actually we need to discuss. It's not like that much simple. I'm giving example, but if you go to the quote line, we have to discuss this pricing section: original price, list unit price, customer price, how this will calculate in points. So we have those session coming in as part of maybe this, not this week possible. I know like this week will be completely on product. We have to discuss multiple things. We are still running behind, but that's fine. We should understood that's my purpose. So I have taken that feedback positively, and that's the reason I'm going slowly. And you should understand that's my final intention. Otherwise, nothing will happen. Okay. Any more question on both the fields? And this percent of total category, percent of total target, percent of total base, this all these fields we will be discussing as part of our pricing method, percent of total. So don't worry, we will be coming back to that particular session. So as a evidence, like we will show you, like we will be discussing that. So percent of total is one of the pricing method. You can see here we will be discussing all the fields here. We mentioned here all the fields: percent of total Messi, percentage, percent of total base. So all these things we will be discussing. So don't worry on that. So you can ignore whatever related to percent of total. We'll be discussing those later on. Okay. Moving forward, what is the next field? Let me check. Okay, so next field is subscription type. This is again very important field: renewable, one time, renewable, evergreen, and sub evergreen. So these things will you may feel like how I can remember all these things, but it's not like that. Once you started creating and practicing all these things, you don't need to remember. Just what you need to do, you need to ask your business, like if this particular product is for 12 months or 1 month and all these things, and you will easily understand all these things. And as I mentioned, I completely explained this up, all these things. So what is the subscription type? Let's discuss that. There are 4 types of subscription type. So when you have subscription based product, when we are saying subscription based product, we should have some value in subscription pricing. And once we have subscription product, then and then you should select subscription type. What is subscription type? There are 4 types of subscription type: renewable, one time, renewable evergreen, and evergreen. What is one time? Let's discuss one by one. If you go to market and if you are purchasing t-shirt, right, there can be few products in your company. For example, if you are purchasing hardware, that is one time product you are selling, you are paying to that particular product for only one time, right? It should not be renewable. For example, you purchase t-shirt, that's it. If you purchase, if you are given $100 to the t-shirt, that's it. You don't need to renew that t-shirt for next year, right? So something that cannot be renewed, that is one time charge, you need to pay one time to your company. That's a one time product. There are multiple examples. If you take the example of hardwares, laptop, mouse, keyboard, all these things, right? So these are the one-time product. So company will decide like if it is one-time product or not. There are few licenses in company, those are lifetime. So you need to pay only one time. That's it. You don't need to worry about the renewable, renewing on all these things, right? So that is one time. Second type is renewable. What is renewable? It's totally opposite. You purchase this particular antivirus for from 1st of January 2021 to 31st of December 2021. That is for 12-month license, right? After 12 months, it will totally expire. You need to renew. You need to again pay back to us. This is how renewal business. That's the reason. If this particular product is renewable, that means if you create contract and once you renew that, if you create renewal opportunity and code, based on your setting, the products will be appeared on the created code. You will get more understanding when you start when we start discussing this contracting session, so contracting service, because that is the part when we are actually starting discussing renewable. So let's take example. I have created one code. One product is one time product and another product is renewable product. I created quote, it's approved, order is created, both the products are on order. Now I activated that order. Now contract is created. On contract also we have both the products, one-time product as well as renewable product. It will remain as it is for 1 year. After 1 year, maybe 2022, I am trying to create renewal opportunity on that particular contract. One-time product will not be carry forward from your contract to your next renewal opportunity, because one time is one time, that's it. Only renewable products will carry forward from contract to your next renewal. That we will be discussing, but I'm just giving you heads up, like this is how renewable products is. Okay. Next type is evergreen products. So what is this evergreen? Evergreen products means products or the quote lines or the order lines or subscription lines without end date. Evergreen means that will never expire. Renewable means that will somehow, there will be there is some limitation, like on December or August it will expire and we need to renew that. That is renewable. But evergreen means something without end date. You are paying monthly, but it will not expire. So you are giving the flexibility to your end user that you can cancel anytime, you can extend your license anytime, but you have to pay monthly to us, right? It's not like something you are paying one time. Evergreen and one time, don't confuse. One time means it will be charged one time, it is lifetime free. But evergreen means without end date, but you need to pay per month. For example, this month, this is your bill, you need to pay that. Next month, if you're using, you need to pay that. Third month, you have, if you're using, you need to pay that. After 3 months, if they think like don't want to use this license, they can expire anytime. So only the thing is evergreen means contract. Let me go to one of the slide. Maybe it's like it at last, but we'll be discussing. Evergreen is something, yeah, evergreen products. So what is this evergreen? If you read this definition, Salesforce CPQ users can create contracts with subscription that don't have any end dates, right? So subscriptions or order lines or quote lines without end dates, and therefore don't need to be renewed. You don't need to renew because it's not expiring anyways. We don't have end dates for that. This supports an open-ended term of service that allows for customer or providers to cancel or terminate the subscription at any point, right? If you don't have end date, you can cancel and terminate that subscription at any point. You are giving that flexibility to end user, right? If you got any license from any customer, for example, I am customer and I got some licenses that I can expire anytime, I can terminate, cancel anytime. I will be happy with that. I'm not engaged for 12 months there. I should not be engaged and should not be paid for 12 months there. That's the reason evergreen subscription comes in picture. So evergreen subscription provides the ability to quote, sell, and manage subscription product without end date. Okay, so this is how evergreen subscription product, but there are some limitations actually. And once you enable that in your org, you cannot disable. So how to enable that? Let me show you. We are discussing on evergreen, then let's discuss that. So how you need to enable that? You need to go to install package and you need to enable. I have not enabled that in my org because I don't need that. It's like something only few companies are using evergreen, otherwise no one will give this flexibility to customers. So if you go to the install package, if you go to the Salesforce CPQ and if you click on configure, okay, so you will get that. So how to enable that? Enable evergreen subscription in Salesforce CPQ package settings, select the subscription renewal tab and then select enable evergreen subscription. So you will get one, if you go to this, you will get, if you go to the subscription renewal and you will see this enable evergreen subscription. So once you enable from here, you are ready to sell the evergreen subscription products to end customer, right? So as I mentioned, we are having subscription product. We have two types of product: subscription product, asset-based product. We discuss asset-based product. Subscription product I am discussing. If you have two fields value, it's subscription product. And again one level deeper, if you have subscription product, how that product will be invoiced? It's a renewable or one-time subscription product, or renewable evergreen or evergreen. So we'll coming back to this third one, but evergreen means subscription product but without end date, and you can enable from here. Okay, so that's the only thing how do you need to enable. Then moving forward to next slide, you need to add following quick list value to the product subscription type field. If you don't see the field values here, renewable, evergreen and evergreen, you can go and add the same name values there. Okay, and you can add the same subscription type field on Codeline editor field set and add the evergreen field to your contract page layout. So these are the some settings I just added here, but what it means, you can add the subscription type field on Codeline as well. So all the data, as I mentioned on last lecture, product data will go to Codeline, Codeline data will go to the order line data will go to the subscription line. So if you want to carry forward all these things, you can add the same field on the Codeline as well, and this will be carry forward. But there are how to create evergreen subscription product. I already mentioned here step, but it's similar, like it's nothing changing. You just read that how to create evergreen subscription product. You need to create product, define its price as needed. Means you need to create product, define the standard price book price on your product, select evergreen or renewable evergreen in the subscription type field. Only this is the field, subscription type field, you need to select evergreen. All of the things, fixed prices, you need to select, that's it, right? So only setup what you need to do, you need to change this to evergreen, that's it. And all these things, fixed prices will be there. I mean, this is how once you select evergreen, that's it, evergreen. When you add this product on quote, it will create quote line without end date, and it will be sellable without, and it will not be expiring at any moment. So that is how, but there are some limitations actually. I added here some of the limitations. We can discuss, or you can go through it. So what are the limitations for that? Bundles can't contain both products with the subscription type of evergreen and products with subscription type of renewable. So let's say you created one bundle. Inside that bundle, you can't add both the products, renewable and evergreen. You need to create separate bundle. Evergreen, you need to have separate bundle. You cannot mix evergreen products and renewable products inside single bundle. These are the very important steps, and whatever from my learning I got, I added this here, right? Second point here is products with the subscription type of evergreen renewable can't be bundled. Now coming back to last selection here, renewable evergreen, what it means, we discussed renewable, we discussed one time, we are discussing evergreen. Now if I'm saying renewable or evergreen, so that will carry the functionality from renewable as well as evergreen, right? But if you select a evergreen renewable, when you add this product, it will ask you to select if you want to proceed with renewable or you want to proceed with the evergreen. You have the flexibility to select anything on Codeline editor, and then you can move forward, and but you cannot go with the both the options, renewable or evergreen, right? So if you select a renewable evergreen, that means this particular product is available to renew as well as without end date. But when you add this product on Codeline editor here, it will ask you to select how you want to proceed. If you want to proceed with renewable or you want to proceed evergreen, you need to choose a single option from that. This is what the renewable evergreen. And if you select a renewable evergreen, you cannot bundle this product because you have not taken decision at product level. You are taking decision at Codeline level that how you want to proceed. It's renewable product or evergreen product and how you want to sell that, right? So you cannot bundle that particular product. So let me zoom it out. So products with the subscription type of evergreen renewable cannot be bundled. Then third limitation is evergreen and non-evergreen subscription are not allowed on the same contract. If you have quote with evergreen and non-evergreen quote lines, you can't use the single contract method. What it means, let me explain you. I'm just giving scenarios, right? So you can test these things on your machine as well. It's not like something, these are the very important things. I'm going into deeper level because you should understood all this, and we have assignment for that, so don't worry. But I'm just saying, for example, I created one single quote. On that quote, I have two products, one product with the renewable subscription type, I mean that is the renewable product, and one product with the evergreen subscription type. I created that quote, I added both the products, subscription, I mean renewable product as well as the evergreen product. Two quote lines will create, one is for evergreen and one is for renewable. Once we create order, it will have both the order lines, I mean both the products, one is renewable product and another is evergreen product. But once you create contract for that, it will create separate contract for evergreen and separate contract for non-evergreen products. So it will create two contracts on the order. One is for renewable product because that contract will be renewable for next year, and one is for evergreen that cannot be renewed, but you can do any invoices there. That is this point is evergreen and non-evergreen subscription are not allowed on the same contract. You will have separate contract, and evergreen contracts cannot be renewed. That's the point I am telling from first point, right? Evergreen contract cannot be renewed. That is like without end date. And these are the evergreen subscription don't support the ability to partially amend a subscription. Evergreen subscription support only canceling or swapping subscription. Dynamic bundles with evergreen products, renewable product. So these things are, we have not discussed it, dynamic bundles and all these things. So we'll be coming back to that. Okay. Any questions on evergreen? And what is your assignment for today? Create one product with renewable. You are already creating renewable product. Just create one evergreen product, add both the products on the quote, and you will get two separate contracts. It's not like bigger deal, but even I can test that. But if you want, you can take that assignment. Create one renewable product and create one evergreen product. Add both the products on the quote, and you will get two contracts created there, and that is very important. Before that, enable evergreen subscription setting from you. Any questions? Confusion? Okay, great. And we'll be again touching to this particular slide because this is the last slide. Evergreen subscription, there is one of the product type. So I don't want to confuse you. Again, I am saying there are two main types of product. One is asset-based product and another is subscription-based product. But if you divide that subscription-based product, it's again like product bundle. We have MDQ product, then subscription product we already discussed, and the usage product. So it's again type of, it's not like subscription product. Subscription product is something, if you go, whatever we are discussing, right? It is subscription product. So let me go to subscription product we already discussed, like only fixed price is the example that we have. Yeah. So if you have fixed price and percent of total, that slide we discussed, like it's subscription product. So that's not like worry. So we discuss like what is product bundle, we discuss subscription product, and we discuss evergreen product as well. So I will add that type here as a, again, so you will not be confused. Evergreen products, and I will add asset-based product as well. So you will at least have understanding like how many types of products are there, asset-based products. So most of the things like we will be discussing usage and MDQ later on, but product bundles, subscription products, evergreen products, asset-based product, you got like whatever I'm trying to say here, right? Okay. Coming back, if you don't have any questions, so coming back to your next fields, like it's like upgrades. We discussed like upgrades and renewals. These two fields these two sections, upgrades means amendment and renewals means renewal. So these two sections we'll be discussing as part of amendment, that contracting session, right? So whenever we are going with the contracting session, so we'll be discussing all this business, like how to renew these particular contracts and amend the particular contracts. So as part of that, like we have multiple things to activate, do pricing related calculations and all these things. So we'll be coming back to that section, upgrades and renewals. And let me discuss quickly in 5 minutes like this Salesforce billing configuration. This is not a scope of CPQ, but still I will just discuss with you, like we already completed all the sections from above, so don't want to skip this section. So this is Salesforce billing configuration. If you install Salesforce billing in your org, I mean in your company, Salesforce billings use is to generate invoices. So this is separate package. It's not like CPQ package, and no one is using like Salesforce billing. Like I'm not sure how many companies are using. It's like newly introduced package. Most of the companies are using Zora billing system, Oracle billing system, and other billing systems to generate their invoices and all these things. Some of them doing manual work. Well, that's fine. But this is Salesforce billing. I am doing in my company. So we started this project from last 6 months. So Salesforce billing is something, for Salesforce billing, CPQ is prerequisite. So you need to have proper understanding of CPQ side, then and then you can implement billing. Otherwise, it's difficult because product is the type of CPQ. We discuss all these fields. And even on product, we have this new section added by Salesforce billing package. So what is this billing rule? It's basically used for to generate invoices, how you want to generate invoices, taxation, how you want to calculate tax, and how you want to calculate revenue. So all these three rules are here. I added this for our testing purpose, but just giving you high level idea. It's not like our scope, but I'm just giving you. Charge type. What is charge type? This is CPQ bill. I mean, says CPQ bill, but it's supporting to your billing configuration. So what is this charge type? Even every time when you think on the billing, it's like just for invoicing purpose, how you are going to generate invoices for that body. If you purchase two products for 15 months, how you are creating the invoices for that. If you are saying monthly billing frequency means how you want to generate invoices. So let's say you added this product on quote and your quote is for 15 months, and if you selected monthly billing frequency, monthly means it will create monthly invoices. So 15 months, it will create 15 invoices for you, right? So that is monthly billing frequency. It will create 15. If it is quarterly, it will create quarterly. So first 3 months, it will create first invoice. Then next quarter, then next invoice. Third quarter, next invoice. This is how quarterly billing frequency. Semi-annual, semi-annual means 6 months. So for first 6 months, it will create one invoice with all the amounts and everything. It's Salesforce billing thing, actually how it creates. I can discuss maybe once you, if you're interested to learn Salesforce billing, that is separate discussion we can discuss after CPQ course. But semi-annual means it will create invoice for per. I mean per year it will create two invoices. Semi-annually is six month. Annual means it will create single invoice for annual. For example, if you have 15-month term, it will create first invoice for 12 month and next invoice for 3 month as well, because maximum it will take and remaining amount it will create last invoices. And there is invoice plan as well. That is something you want to pay 50% now and then 30% and then 10%. How you want to go this with the installment, that is invoice plan. So this is how billing frequency work. And billing type means advance and arrears. Advance means before activating that license, you need to pay this amount back to our company. So that is how you are defining your invoice. For example, your license is going to active on 1st of April. Okay, 1st of April, you are going to activate the license of that particular customer. You need to pay before that. Then and then your license will be activated. That is the advance. But if you selected arrears, it means like once your license is activated, after this you can pay anytime. I mean, not anytime, but they will communicate like, but you are allowed to pay after the installation of your licenses. That is arrears. This is Salesforce CP billing configuration, but I hope like you are understanding what I'm telling here. And what is the charge type? Recurring means it's coming after one period or next period, like based on billing frequency. If I select monthly, recurring means it's not stopping you. For 15 months, it will create invoices per month. First invoices is created, it will send to customer, they will pay back to us. After 1 month, they will second invoice, third month, third invoice, fourth month, fourth invoice, fifth month, fifth invoice, right? This is how recurring product. But if you selected one time here, you are not allowed to select billing frequency. You are not allowed. You're not allowed to select anything here, because one time means you don't need to go with monthly or annually. You are paying at only first attempt. You don't have option to pay in the monthly or quarterly or semi-annually or invoice plan or any other thing. So you need to pay in one time. That is one time. And usage is something. Usage is one of the type that we will be discussing as part of our usage based product. I will discuss that. So that is the one of the topic I will be discussing with you. Usage means something high level, that whatever you are consuming, you need to pay that. It's similar to your postpaid connection, right? So if you have any internet provider, you are using that particular internet 1.30 GB, 10 GB, 20 GB, and based on that usage, you need to pay back. And how to handle that billing and everything, we will be discussing as part of our I will just give you the high level idea on usage based product. It's completely Salesforce billing syllabus, but I will at least give you a high level idea of how the usage product works. Okay, any confusion, any queries on the product fields? Like most of each and every field we discussed, except this pricing session we will be discussing as part of pricing session. And then upgrades, this is we are going to discuss as for amendment session, and this is the renewal section. All other sections including billing as well, I tried to cover most of the fields from product object, and tomorrow onwards we'll be discussing some of the fields from product option object. Maybe it will not take more time product option. It will be like 1 day exercise to discuss all these fields product option, and then we are good to discuss next features, I mean next concept of the Salesforce CPQ. Any questions, comment, concerns? And once I discuss tomorrow, we'll be giving you assignment because we will be completing with the first topic. I mean, at least you should have proper understanding on how you have to create product, what are the different fields of product. Because if you give daily assignment, I mean, it's not feasible for me as well to give you daily assignment for each and every field. But at least once we complete one bullet point product object, I will give this assignment. Like as a sales rep, I want to create these fields, how those should be displayed, how those will be configured. So these statements I will be giving it to you. Maybe tomorrow end of day, I mean tomorrow, once we're done with tomorrow session, I will give you this all 4 assignment. Those are related to product and product option. And then from 5th assignment, like we will be having different topics need to be covered, and then we'll give that assignment as well. Any questions? No questions? Okay, then if you are good, almost like we are done with this today's session. Tomorrow we will be starting on discussing product option, and it's like 1 day one session we need for product option is very simple. I mean, it's straightforward. Product is very important. I mean, it's very lengthy syllabus for product section. I already mentioned in first demo section as well, because product is something it will take this week, complete week, to complete all the topics from product side. Even it will take more than that. I don't care on that side, but at least what I am expecting from you, I really feel there these types of things. Last few batches I heard this experience from student. They're not practicing all these things, and then they're coming with this question that what is this field, how it works, all these things. Otherwise they will understand all the high level, and then they will ignore all the field level logic. But what my intention is, like, no one will go and explain you like field level logic, but my intention is like, once we started with that object product, for example, you should understood all the fields, right? This way your job will be easy in future. Otherwise it's very difficult to complete job. You need to add more customization. If you don't know the logic, you will add a customization, and you will not get time to read when you actually start working on Salesforce CPQ platform. So these things, we are all from IT industry, so we know. Even from Salesforce billing side, I am in the learning phase right now. I am doing all these things in my company. I am learning. I am doing the things in my project, because the thing is, like, I'm learning as well as doing the things in my company, because I don't have time to just learn and then start with project. I already pressurized to complete that project, Salesforce billing project, and but simultaneously in my morning and evening, once we're done with these batches, I'm learning these things, because I'm telling these things because you should start learning as well. You are starting with the new technology similar to my Salesforce billing technology. You are starting with Salesforce CPQ, and once we're done with you that, you can move to Salesforce billing as well, right? This is your path. So once you start with the quoting system, you should complete billing system. In future you will be good architect from the Salesforce quote to cash platform. When we are saying Salesforce quote to cash, quote is Salesforce CPQ and cash is Salesforce billing. So let's see, I will give you one session at last, like, to guide you, like how you should define your path and your career as well. Whatever I feel, like my career is not lightning and anything. My career is like to go ahead with the quote to cash business. Just straightforward thing from my side. Okay. Any last comment? Okay, great. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow, same time, we can connect and let's continue there. Thank you so much. Bye.